Hey guys, Troy here, back with another video today. I'm super excited. This is one of my biggest soccer mail days yet. If you've heard me on this channel, you know I really believe in the market, and I've really been buying lately because this is something I believe in and I think now is a good time to buy. If you watch some of my other videos, I also mentioned I traded a LeBron James Topps rookie for a trade package of soccer cards. So I'm gonna show that off and you guys can tell me whether you think I won or lost. And real quick, last thing before we get into the mail day, thank you guys so much for 3,000 subscribers. I cannot believe it, honestly. I never thought I would get here, especially this quick. And it means the world to me that you guys support me and enjoy the channel. That's really all I want. To celebrate tomorrow night, Friday night, maybe like 6 p.m. Pacific, you'll see it on my channel, but I'm planning on doing a live stream. So if you guys are interested in that, once this video comes out tomorrow, the live stream, you'll see it on my feed. So just look out for that. But with that being said, let's just get into it. Let's get into the mail day. So you see this, the FedEx, USPS, that's how you know we got the good stuff. We're gonna move this to the side and we will get into it. Also, let me know guys what you think of this new angle. We're trying something different. It allows me to focus more on the camera than just leaning over. So the first thing we have is some PC stuff. Gerard Deulofeu, if you guys know me, I'm a big fan of Barcelona, but more specifically their academy, especially this time, Christian Teo. Or most random people, guys, Deulofeu and Christian Teo, but I'm a huge fan of their academy and just the players they produce. I've always liked the underdog, so these are a bunch of their PC cards from like 2010. They don't have a ton out there. Maybe not the most interesting to you guys, but it's funny. I was so happy to get these, probably more so than anything else I got on this mail day, which I probably shouldn't say, but I don't know. It was cool to have these. The next deal is from actually a subscriber, so shout out to you, Luke. He's not a big soccer guy, but he knew I was into it, so he told me he had some of these 2006 World Cup cards. We have Zidane, Robin, another Robin, Van der Sar, Schweinsteiger, Drogba, Van der Vaart. So they're not in gradable condition. I think he kind of just had them laying around the house, but still, to connect with a subscriber and to have these cards for not much of a price really, even just for PC purposes, but I just love the look of these cards, and to have these legends, just even for my collection, probably not gonna turn much of a profit on these, but just to have these in the collection, I'm very happy. Okay, next up, the LeBron James trade. So just to give you guys the details real quick, the LeBron, I bought it when it was cheaper. The total trade value we determined was, I believe it was 1,950, and I was able to get all these cards back. So definitely let me know what you guys think. How did I do? Did I win or did I lose? Really up to you guys. So first, let's hide these. We have Alphonso Davies. If you saw one of my latest videos, you guys know I'm a big believer in Davies. I guess we'll start off with this Stadium Club. I think these cards, just the significance they have, especially to American and Canadian investors, MLS fans, anything, just being his true rookie. I mean, this really is what it would be if we're gonna be a stickler for that. Really cool. The pop count on these is really low, below 100 or 200. So to have both of these, I'll put the price up, but I think we agreed 100 each was the trade value. Can't go wrong at all. And real quick also, just a quick response, you guys, I understand he's a defender. I believe in him. I wouldn't invest in a center back. In almost any situation I wouldn't, but the Canadian factor is huge. I may be wrong, but that's a big part of my thinking. And the fact that, Gareth Bale started out in a defensive position and he moved farther up the field. I think the same thing could happen with Davies. We really don't know. And the last thing I'll mention too is the soccer card market is in its infancy. There's basically been no history, honestly, if we're being honest with it. Messi and Ronaldo, Mega Cracks rookies, were $300, not like a year and a half ago. So I don't know for sure what's gonna happen in the soccer card market, but no one else does either. So I'm taking a risk, yes, but if I had to take a risk on a guy, I'll take a risk on one of the best 11 players in the world who's 20 years old, rather than an unproven attacker, which, if you'll see later, I have a couple of those too. Boom. This is, I think, no, it's tied, but it's one of the most expensive cards in the mail day. Christian Pulisic, Select Silver. Beautiful looking card. Pop on these, once again, very low. And also the thing I like about this and why I ponied up a little bit more for the silver is it's different in soccer, guys. There's no Christian Pulisic doesn't have 100 RPAs and the Prism Choice Blue Dragon. Like, it's pretty much the select. There's silvers. I know there's some stuff of color that's a little bit more rare, but I just feel like if people are looking for a Christian Pulisic rookie, this is what they're going to go for. And he has a lot of things to prove. Is he overvalued because he's American? 100% yes, but he is American. I always say, don't fight the hype, understand it. And I understand the hype with Pulisic. He needs to turn things around a little bit, but I just love the look of this card. I do believe he has to stay healthy. He has to keep producing. It's always going to be tough at Chelsea, but I mean, it's a long horizon, guys, but 2026 World Cup, you can't tell me this won't be a big time card. At least that's how I feel. Boom, 2 Messi rookies. Yes, it's a low grade. No, I wouldn't say low grade, but not the best grade here, PSA 8s, but to get 2 for the trade value, I think it was 1,200. I mean, for 600 bucks, guys, I feel like if you're betting on the soccer card market or even what else you can get in basketball and other sports for $600, I'll take my chances with these. LeBron rose, and I feel like I kind of took advantage of that. And now we flip it into 2 Messi rookie cards, which, I don't know. I don't know for sure what's going to happen, but once again, fairly low pop on these. It's not his top rookie card, but I don't know, $600. Once again, I mentioned the soccer card market has risen, but it's just not a lot for these in my opinion. So huge believer in these, and I think especially with the way the GOATs have been moving, if you look at basketball or other sports, it's only a matter of time before even the lower grade, more low end, maybe you could say, Messi rookies go up as well. Next up, we have some nice raw cards. Hoping, I don't even know what to do at this point with how PSA is, but Sancho, another Sancho. Oh, not sure I meant to get that one in the shot, but okay, Sancho, we got it. Erling Haaland, Topps Finest Refractor. Huge believer in this card. The Salzburg jersey is just always going to be it for me. And to be able to, I don't know if that PWC stuff matters, but to get his refractor for an affordable price, I got a good price on it, I'll put it up on the screen. Looks to me to be in good position. I think a PSA 9 just did $570, so it's not guaranteed to get a 9, and obviously I have a chance at a 10, which would be insane, but even if we get this in 9 condition, just really, really happy. And I think, in my opinion, once again, it's just my opinion, guys, this will be one of the top Erling Haaland rookie cards to have, and if I'm gonna bet on a young prospect, it has to be Haaland. Now, I mentioned Davies and kind of comparing him to dime a dozen attackers. Well, I've invested in some of them, so Phil Foden. It's a long road for him to become, world-class player, which is what you need him to do if you're gonna make money from the investment. But I mean, this is just a beautiful card. The blue and the blue. This is not how I should be doing things, but even just for PC, it's a lot to spend on a PC card, but I'll take it. Looks really clean to me. Maybe the centering's not perfect, but get it graded even just to have it in a PSA case. Huge believer in Foden. He's been playing really, really well lately. You could make the argument he's one of Man City's top performers. Homegrown kid, Stockport Iniesta. Huge believer in him. And I don't know. I think this was probably, from the look of the card, this is probably my favorite card in the entire mail day. So we'll see what happens with that. Gonna get it off to PSA, probably see it in 2 years. Next one. Do I get to say this is vintage? Do I get to throw this in the vintage pile? But Antoine Griezmann, 2009, rookie card. I mean, the swag is crazy.
What?
I feel kind of like a joke using that word on the channel, but it's a really good looking card. PSA pop, crazy low. I think under 50, maybe even under 30. But sharp, iconic card, iconic moment in time. Griezmann is slept on. I think France has got to be one of the favorites in the Euros and the World Cup, and he's still young enough that he's going to play an important role for them. So to pick this card up, it was really cheap. I think it was like $110. Good pop. I mean, these are hard grade too. Basically, I was just kind of like, you know what, worth the risk at that price point. I'm not going to say this one is PC because I'm not sure I would hold it forever, but I do think it's a really cool card just looking at it. Especially, hasn't been the best for Barcelona, but I'm obviously a huge Barcelona fan, so it's nice to have a rookie of one of their most expensive players. Another one. I am all in on Pulisic. Is it a mistake? Probably. Is he overvalued compared to his skill level versus other players you can maybe get for cheaper? Yeah, probably too. But once again, he has the potential to be the best American soccer player in history. He has the potential to do it, that's for sure. What he's achieved on the European stage already, he has a lot to go. He has to be more consistent, but he's young, he's very talented. So having the two of these select silver is very rare. Really, really happy. I mean, even just the hype alone. I mentioned it a long time ago, guys, but I was like, whether you believe in Zion or not, you can flip on the hype. At the beginning of the season, he will go up because people are going to be excited. And that proved to be the case. And I think the same thing is true with Pulisic. When the soccer market starts going, and I really think it will, but worst case at the 2022 World Cup, barring like a crazy injury, knock on wood, or just a huge drop in form, Pulisic has to be one of the cards people are most excited about, especially in the American market. So to have two, I'll take my chances and we'll see what happens. Last but not least, the steal of the video. First SGC card ever. SGC, I'm not sure how I feel about them. I actually like the way the slab looks. This is the first time I've seen it in person. I mean, they're just as hard, if not a harder grade than PSA from everything I've seen. And just looking at this card, that is a 10. It's a perfect looking card. People always say, buy the card, not the grade. And that's kind of what I did. But also the grade doesn't hurt either. Having it in a 10, even if it's SGC, these optic hollows are a really tough grade. I've already talked about Phil Foden and why I believe in him and how much, but I got this for a good deal. And once again, I feel like that hype at the Euros, we'll see what happens, but I know how risky it is investing in Phil Foden. And I'll say that to any of you guys who watch this and maybe think, oh, I want to get into Phil Foden. It's risky. There's been plenty of young attacking, promising talents who have kind of flamed out, but I think especially for an English player, there's something very special to Phil Foden. And I see him having a big role for that team going forward. So we'll see what happens. But all right, guys, that's it for the video. That was the mail day. I really hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for that live stream tomorrow. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this one, make sure to like and subscribe down below, and we're gonna keep the videos coming. Thanks again.